Char Margolis, Char Communications Incorporated, and CharVision LLC do not endorse or offer for any purpose but entertainment the views of any guest or other expert on CharVision or UBN.
I knew things before they happened from the time I was a child. At the age of 8, I saw a spirit at the foot of my bed and didn't know what it was. And in my 20s, I finally realized I had a special ability that could help others. I have learned that love never dies. There is a spirit world that can communicate with us, and we all have the gift of intuition. Join me, and together we will explore the possibilities of the unknown from beyond and more. This is CharVision.
Char Margolis.
Hi, everybody. It's Sunny and Char, and today is June 5th, 2020. And I just want to give a great shout out to all the protesters who are protesting for Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, and my condolences and all our condolences from CharVision go out to George Floyd's family, and we're praying for him. And my prayer is that he had an amazing celebration with his loved ones on the other side when he got over there. And but justice is hopefully justice will be served, but we still need to back this and fight this and have those policemen prosecuted. So we're not done yet. We got a ways to go, but let's put positive energy out, and optimism, and in our prayers. So today I thought we would do something for you guys, for your healing. We're going through such a crazy time right now, and people are so stressed, and people have been home, and they're going crazy in their own homes. And I thought it would be great to have some kind of escape. So today I have a master sound bowl healer from the Integratron, which is an internationally known place. And his name is Joe. Hi, Joe.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm very good. I've got goosebumps from that intro.
Master Joe. You are. You're amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, first of all, I want to thank you for inviting me to your virtual sound bowl the other night. And it was phenomenal. And you just happen to, you're very intuitive with what you do energetically. And the healing, the sounds that go on, they balance our chakras. Is that true?
That is true. You know, they say that sound is nutrition for the nervous system. I know my mom will get a big smile from that.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how it works.
Right. Well, your mom, Joanne, is a wonderful person and a dear friend. And I just think what you guys are doing there is phenomenal. But before we talk about the healing and the sound bowl and balancing our chakras, can you tell us a little bit about the building itself, the dome?
Okay.
Can you put up the dome and show everybody what it looks like? I mean, I know it doesn't have nails in it, right?
There is no metal in the building whatsoever. It is all made with wooden dowels, or held together with wooden dowels and glue lamb.
Uh-huh.
And it's a perfectly acoustic sound chamber. It's not what it was intended to be, but the sound in this building and the upstairs portion of the building, you can see in that model right there, George has his fingers. That's the gentleman who built this. The sound is very, very unique. And you've been here before, so you can experience that sound.
Well, it's amazing because I will stand on one side of the room and someone else will stand all the way across. I don't know how many feet it is. How many feet is that to the other side?
I believe it's 55. I hope I'm right.
And we will whisper. And it will sound like somebody is right in your ear.
Yes.
And then when you go to the middle of it and you talk into it, it echoes. What is that?
It's not necessarily an echo. So it's 360 sound, so to speak. And what you hear in the center, when you're standing in the center of the building, only you're hearing. Nobody else is hearing it the way you're hearing it. They can hear you. If you whisper to yourself, you'll hear it nice and loud, but nobody else in the room would hear you.
So no one can hear me when I do that?
No, they can, but they're not hearing it how you're hearing it.
I mean, I'm hearing it like
it goes through you.
It sounds like God's energy is around me when I talk.
It's all vibrations. It passes through you. And the funny story that, the first time that I came here, 20 years now, the first thing that, we are a family owned and operated business. We didn't say that part yet, but
it is.
My mother,
it's Ma and Pa.
It's my mother and my two aunts that have kind of put this whole sound experience together. But when they first brought me here and I said, go stand in the middle and say something. And of course, naturally you go, what? And I shrugged because it was like, I felt something go through me. You can't explain it. It's truly incredible. It's one of the things that I ask people to do before we get started during these sessions, to stand in the center and say what you're grateful for. Say what you love so that you really can feel it. Because just like you said, it feels like God's energy is going through you. Those vibrations of what you speak, whether it's of gratitude or love or happiness, a fun sound, whatever that may be, those vibrations pass through you. It gives me goosebumps just talking about it. And it's truly incredible, and it's special for the person standing in the center. Now, we can all hear you, so I'll often joke around and say, as you know, because you've had my sessions, I like to bring laughter into the room. It's a great way to bring everybody together and really relax.
Your sessions are so wonderful. Honestly, I never want to leave the room. I never want to leave the dome.
Well, that goes for both of us, because this is my favorite place to be. This has been my saving grace through this whole pandemic, is that I've gotten to come here every day.
Oh boy, are you lucky.
Yes, I am very lucky.
Can we back up for a second about the dome?
Yes, absolutely.
So Kurt, can you put up the photo of the man, George? Tell us a little bit about who he was and what his intent was.
So George was an aeronautical engineer, and he worked for Howard Hughes. And, George moved out here back in 1949 with his wife, and they moved out to a place called Giant Rock. Now, Giant Rock is 3.5 miles north of us, north of this building. I've never been there. It's incredible. It gives me goosebumps just to go up to that. It's the largest freestanding boulder in the country.
Will you take me there?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
And so they moved out there, and he was directed out there by a gentleman named Frank Kreitzer. And the one thing that I do want to stress to everybody, because I speak in layman's with my history a lot of times, just to make it easy, I always encourage everybody to go to the website. And
what is that website?
So it's www.integratron, integratron.com. And there's very in-depth history on there. A lot of George's writings and a lot of the in-depth history that honestly I know a little bit of, but I'm not 100%. And I just want to make sure I say it right.
It originally was supposed to be a time machine.
Yes, it was like a cell rejuvenating machine, like an electrostatic generator.
Wait, I have to say, when I come there and I go through the whole process of the integratron and the meditation, if my back hurts, it feels better.
Yes.
If my hand hurts, it feels better. My sister said her back felt better. There's something healing. You guys got a secret over there. What is it? What is the cell rejuvenating thing? There's something. Can I bottle it? Bring it home. Oh, you're frozen. He is frozen. So until he unfreezes, I want to talk about the integratron a little bit in my experience, because obviously there's like energies making him frozen.
What's that?
Oh, there. Okay, you were frozen.
Oh,
okay, you're back.
There you go.
Okay, yes. So what I said was I'd like to bottle the cell rejuvenation stuff and bring it home, because I always feel better when I leave there. Oh, he's frozen again. Okay, so Kurt, can you show the photo of all the people lying around upstairs? Okay, are you there? Are you there, Joe?
No, I can hear you now and I can see you, but I missed the whole past thing that you said.
Don't worry, I'm ad-libbing.
Okay.
It's no worries. Okay, so see, I'm telling everybody how when I go there, I lie on those mats, and even if you've slept for 12 hours, you're so relaxed you want to fall asleep again. And the only thing is that sometimes people snore, and you gotta elbow them to
You
stop
hear
snoring.
it from all over the room. Can you hear me okay or no? I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I have my producers here helping me out.
Okay, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
You can.
Okay,
I can hear you. I heard everything you just said.
Okay, good. So, I'm fascinated about, number one, the artesian well you have. I've never tasted better water.
It is.
I almost want to drive there and fill up bottles of water to bring home.
We would always let you do that, Char, for
You
sure.
would let me do it?
Absolutely.
Seriously,
I do it myself.
There's something about that water that's unbelievable. And then tell us about the rivers underneath the integratron. Tell us about that.
So there are 3 aquifers that are underneath this building. They all meet together. They converge together at 125 or so feet down. One of the aquifers has been traced as far north as Mount Shasta. So I always tell people there's Mount Shasta water here in the desert. It is unlike any water I've tasted. I used to get teased all the time because my coffee at home doesn't taste near as good as the coffee at work. So I bring the water home. So that way I get the best coffee.
Can I tell you something? I had an encounter with UFOs at Mount Shasta. Just saying.
Really? Wow.
Just saying. I'll tell you the whole story another day. I told my Char visionary people the story, but I'll tell it again one day. But there's some kind of similar energy.
Yes.
At the
you can't explain it. The water, the energy here is incredible. It's I know we skipped over the whole George thing. We can go back there if you want before I say too much. But one of the things, my mantra, so to speak, if you will, have you heard the expression before? If you love your job, you'll never work a day in your life.
Right.
Right. That's how I feel when I come here. I've never experienced anything like that.
I can tell.
And I've had just a couple of jobs in my life, and jobs are jobs, but here it just doesn't feel like it. I truly love coming to work. It is hard to explain.
But it's also because when you play the bowls, you go in a zone. I've watched you.
Yes.
You go in a zone and you feel the vibration of the room.
Yes.
And then you play them to resonate and harmonize with the energy of everyone in the room.
Yes.
And so we all feel as one.
So that sound bath, that's what my mother and my aunts put together, that they've made that. We're all taught that way to play, and then we can all put our own spins on it, of course.
Right.
And the way that I always explain it to people is what goes on in your head while you're playing those bowls is truly incredible. Mm-hmm. Very resonant for what the energy is in the room from the people.
Right.
People come in and they're experiencing loss or pain, right? Or anything like that. It's hard to explain, but there's been times where I've been distracted with the bowls where I've played one particular note for 6 minutes and then looked up and went, uh-oh, I'm falling very behind. But somebody in the room needed that.
But
right?
they're also, it's also resonating with their chakras, right?
Yes.
So let's say somebody had a broken heart. Maybe you were doing it for the heart chakra, or someone doesn't have self-esteem. You were doing
communication, right? The throat chakra, communication, all of that. I mean, it's all very, very resonant, and it's truly a passion. I can't explain it. I never really understood it, honestly, until I moved out here and learned more about it.
Because
this wasn't my intention.
In life.
Well, I guess I'll believe that now. I wouldn't have believed that 3 years ago, or I guess it's gonna be 4 years now. I didn't come here with that intention, but there was something about being in this space and seeing people's reactions. It was, you can't explain it. It gives me goosebumps again.
I want to give a shout out to your mom, Joanne, and your
my Aunt
Betty,
Nancy.
and
Nancy.
Nancy.
And Nancy. Yes.
Yeah. Hi, guys.
I'm sure they're watching.
Well, they're very special people.
But, it's really an amazing place. Yes, they are. And we always say, we do this for you.
So
Oh,
you
did
do
you hear me?
it for everybody. And okay, so many things I want to talk about.
Okay.
Kurt just put the chakras up. So
Yes.
there's, the crown chakra, there's the grounding chakra, there's the sexual chakra, there's all the chakras. But anyway, that's what the sound bowls do. They balance you so you can feel
So
balance.
there's science behind that. The musical notes correspond with our chakras, our 7 chakras that we have.
Right.
When we play, we start at the root chakra. It's our connection to the earth. Then we move to the that's the C bowl, and then the D bowl is all of our emotions and passions. That's located right below the belly button at the reproductive organ. And then we go to the E bowl that's at the solar plexus, all of our inner.
Okay, so we lost him again. See, there must be like all kinds of energy trying to get in the way. So the next thing I was going to ask was for Kurt, can you play some of the sound bowl for us?
Of course. I'll play them right now.
Okay, thank you. Because I want people to get an idea of what it's like, because you guys, they're doing virtual sound bowls now. So everybody can do it, and it's not expensive. It's not, we're going to play some of the music for people. Because you were frozen again. We're going to play some of the music, Joe.
All right, I'm going to play it right now.
Okay. Kurt?
Yes.
Oh, good. Put it a little louder, please.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, I think I'm back on, but just come and check it out.
Okay, you're on, but he's trying to play the sound bowl, but for some reason the sound isn't working well.
Yeah, well, that's what I was trying to explain. We cut it off was that it is very hard the way it comes across.
Can you play one in front? Can you play one in front of you?
I can. You won't hear it though. You won't hear it well, but I can do that.
Okay, that's okay. You know what? People are just going to have to sign up for your virtual sound bath.
Yes.
Or better yet, they can sign up and come to do their own sound bath, and you can do it with all the people. They're doing a thing now where people bring their own people to the sound bath. And it's all your own people because of the coronavirus and stuff, that you will be in the energy of all your own people with your mask and whatever. But how do they sign up for that?
Well, so it's actually private. It's something that we've always offered, but now because of the pandemic, it's made it possible for some people to experience this on a private level, meaning
and how do they
up to 10.
That? Where do they go?
They go to the website, and they can book it on the website, or they can send an email to us. That's integratron@gmail, and request those.
At gmail.com?
Yes, that's the email, so they can inquire about.
What's the website?
www.integratron.com. INTEGRATRON.
Yeah.
Right there on the top of the screen.
Okay. Is it on the screen? I can't see.
Well, the picture's up there, and you can just the spelling of it.
Oh, okay, that's great.
But I just wanted we just wanted to say one thing about those, because the privates are something that we've always offered, but due to the popularity, it's always made it a little bit difficult. So yes, we are opening slow, starting June 17th, and just a much lower capacity, but it's giving people an option to come here and, like you said, experience it with their friends.
Did you say it was 10 people?
10 people is the max.
Wow, that's phenomenal, because there's usually, in the old days,
32, yeah.
The coronavirus, it was what?
Well, years ago, it was in the upwards of 50. And then the less people you have up here, the better it does sound. So right now, our normal working capacity, if there was no problems right now, 32 people. But now we're just going to do a very, very light capacity. So 10 is our max.
Right. Okay.
And they can go right on the website and book that. And if they have issues, they can always send us an email.
Spill the beans about what you might do, or it's not ready to talk about it yet?
It's not ready to talk about yet.
Okay.
But we can talk about the virtuals, because the virtuals is something we wanted to do to send the energy out to people, right? Because like you know, the energy here is very, very powerful, even through the airwaves, so to speak. So we started the virtual sound baths a few weeks ago, and we actually are going to keep them going while we reopen.
Okay.
It'll just be a little more limited, but right now they can experience this. Actually, we have one tomorrow.
It was so much fun to do it, and I watched the sunset while I was doing it. It was amazing.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing. I took a lot of pictures that night of the sunset while it was happening, because we are live here for the intros. They're pre-recorded. The sound bath is. Due to the reason that it's so hard to capture the sound in here, it has to be recorded. There's no other way to do it, really, or you have to be here in person. So we are here live to greet you and get you all settled and ready, feeling good, warm, and fuzzy, and we send you on your way.
But I felt the vortex. I felt the energy of the vortex that's there when I was listening to the sound bath.
Yeah. It's hard to explain the feeling that you get. People come all the time. What am I going to get from this? You can't tell anybody what to expect, because it's different. It's different every time, and it's different for every person. So, you know, you focus on what makes you feel, for me anyway, this is my theory. You focus on what makes you feel good. My favorite thing in the world, which I never understood, honestly, until 4 years ago, was gratitude. It's powerful. And it was many years ago, and I do say this in my talks, my intros. You know, my mother one day, while I was in a full man rant, a mantram, right? We've all heard of those. She made me stop, and she said, I need you to say 5 things you're grateful for. I didn't really want to do it, to be honest with you, because I was pretty happy in my crankiness, so to speak. And I did it, and it didn't cure everything. It did put some things into perspective, but as years went on and I focused more on it, by using gratitude, by feeling the love and gratitude, right? That's my favorite saying here, love and gratitude. By feeling that, it puts you into a place where it can either put a smile on your face. You control the things that you can control. I'm sure my mother's told me that before. Let's find peace with the things that we can't control, but focus on what we can. Right. And it's a great way to prepare for something like this. It's you come in relaxed, and you know, I know it's been quoted as, you know, nap time for adults, but it's
so peaceful.
Yeah, it is. It's a wonderful feeling, but it is different for everybody, and it's different every time you come. But even if I was the one playing every time, we have 5 of us that play the bowls here.
So tell people where it is.
So we're in Landers, California. So we're about 25 minutes or so. I don't know the mileage exactly. I should, from Joshua Tree. And so we're out in the Mojave Desert. So 45 minutes from Palm Springs, just thereabouts, maybe an hour, depending on what part. And we're just kind of a standalone place that you can't miss it. It's an enormous white dome. You see it when you're coming down the street.
It's in the middle of nowhere. And honestly, even they have these what are those things that we lie on around the
mats?
No,
the mats?
Outside
the hammocks?
The hammocks, yeah.
Yes.
We lie on these hammocks, although we can't do that just yet because of the corona thing, but we will again.
Yes.
And you just don't want to leave the property. That's what's
that's what we try to create, was an oasis in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
You pull through the gates, and it's a whole nother feeling as you pull through the gates.
So can we back up a little bit about the dome and the guy named George? I don't know his last name.
So George Van Tassel.
You said you had more to say about it.
Yes. Well, you know, like I told you before, he was an aeronautical engineer. He worked for Howard Hughes. Him and his wife, they moved here in 1949, and they moved out to Giant Rock. That's, I think, where we got sidetracked, or the internet connection was dropping. Giant Rock is the largest freestanding boulder in the country. It sits out there in a dry lake bed, and it's a very, very powerful spot. And, you know, years later, I think it was 1953 was the year of contact. He made contact with beings from Venus.
Wait, I didn't know this. From Venus?
You know this? From Venus, beings from Venus. And they, on that contact, as he boarded their ship, so he claimed, they gave him the inspiration and the instructions of how to build this building, which was meant to be a cell rejuvenation chamber, an electrostatic generator, electromagnetic static generator. I hope I'm saying that correctly. So it was meant to take, for every one, if the machine was ever finished, which it was not, I'll just get that out of the way right from the start. He never finished the building. He passed away before it was finished. But the intentions were, you would come into the building downstairs only. The upstairs where I'm sitting right now, this was empty space. This was not meant for people to come up here. But downstairs, you were meant to go to a particular part of the building. We call them the yellow triangle. It's a big yellow triangle. And you would stand in that section for 20 minutes. The machine would turn on and your cells would begin to rejuvenate 10 years. And for every 20 minutes you were in the building. And for more history on that and more, because it's very mysterious, this building, again, they can go to the website and check it out in more depth.
And tell them what the website is again.
www.integratron.com. And then you would leave the building. And I'm not sure, you were meant to do it multiple times. And the number that I always was kind of filtered into me, just from years of hearing about the building, was 50 years. You meant to do it multiple times. So you could take up to 50 years, extend your life, right? Your cells would rejuvenate.
Really?
That's what it was intended for, right? And then there was talk of time travel and all those other things that I'm honestly not too familiar with.
I have gone to that yellow thing in the building and leaned against it.
That's the best part of the building. There's a red triangle on the opposite side, which was where the negative energy would go from the building. But the yellow was the magic zone. That's always how I refer to it. And it is an incredible feeling.
Should I have stayed there for 20 minutes?
No. This was if the machine was ever going to turn on. You could stand there for 20 minutes if you'd like, but and people who come to visit us unfortunately don't have that kind of time.
No, but I totally felt something when I leaned against that yellow thing. I really did.
You can. There's a overwhelming feelings every time I walk in this building. It's really hard to explain to people without them thinking I'm crazy. People who don't understand it, right?
And you know what? I didn't understand it either till I went.
Yes. I didn't understand it fully until I moved here, and it even took a year or so.
And here's the other weird thing. I was at a fundraiser thing at a fancy store in Palm Springs, like right after I started coming to you guys. Mm-hmm. By the way, you guys, if you go to my workshop, my retreats, I do intuition retreats. I take people to there, but I don't promote my intuition retreats. You got to be invited. But if you want to be invited, you can always send an email to us. But anyway, I was at this place and I started talking about the integratron, and this girl who was working there went, "Oh, the integratron, it's amazing, isn't it?" And we right away bonded.
Yeah.
It's almost like, oh, I understand the feeling and you understand the feeling. So we now have experienced something that not many people have experienced.
Yes, very true. I would encourage, obviously, it's a little biased because, family run business, right?
Right.
But it is truly incredible what you feel here. You can see it on people's faces. Sometimes before you said you get we always ask that people get here 30 minutes ahead of time so they have a chance to decompress, so to speak, from their crazy car ride or whatever it may have happened.
Right.
And you come in here relaxed, and when they leave, that was the inspiration that I wanted to play the bowls. It wasn't my job then.
Truly,
I wanted part of it.
It does make a difference. And I want to give a shout out to Drayton too, because he's amazing at doing the bowls. All of you guys are amazing at doing the bowls.
Yes.
And Jesse and everybody. And Jesse runs the
gift
shop. And you guys, I live in my hoodie when it's not too hot. I live in my Integratron hoodie. I know
it is a fan favorite, and everybody watching, you're welcome again to go on the website, and there's a link to the store there so you can see some of the merchandise that we have. We do have more stuff on property. There are things that are just hard to sell online, crystals, etc., stones, because that's a personal feeling.
Oh, that reminds me, before I say goodbye to you, I want to show you something. This is what your mom gave this to me.
Oh, yes.
My crystal ball, and I
Yes.
read in it. And I did a retreat where I was teaching people to read in a crystal ball, like this one.
Oh, okay.
I can see in it. It's like turning on a TV for me. but nobody wanted that one. Everybody wanted to listen to this one because there was such an amazing energy in it.
Yes, and all of the crystals, et cetera, that we have, everything is charged inside this building. And if anybody ever comes for a sound bath, bring your crystals and your stones. It's a great way to cleanse them.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
This building does have a way of doing that. It's truly incredible. I would encourage everybody to come and try it.
Well, I am so grateful, Joe, that you were able to be on CharVision tonight. And I can't wait to see you again. I can't wait to come there and experience the Sound Bowl.
Us too.
And I wish you guys only the best of everything. And then there's more to come. So
there is.
Hopefully I can invite you back if you'll come.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
Because there'll be other opportunities for people to experience this. But right now, do the virtual one. It was amazing for me.
Yes.
It just brought back all the energy of
it's 1 hour. We've done it so that we can spread it all across the world. Like you said, everybody needs some kind of a healing right now. This does work, puts a lot of things into perspective. $15 for a 1 hour session. That's the virtual ones.
It's only $15?
Yes, $15. They can go right to the website and book it. Like I said, we have one tomorrow at 7 p.m. There's a sunset one. One of our biggest requests, I know you have to go, but one of our biggest requests are sunset sound baths. And what better way we can send the energy through the sunset, which is probably why you're here.
This is the West Coast. So give
7 o'clock Pacific Coast time.
Give us the website one more time.
Sure. www.integratron. That's integratron.com.
Okay, Master Joe, Sound Bowl Healer. I appreciate.
Thank you so much, Char. I'm forever grateful to you. Thank you.
I'm grateful to you, and send my love to everybody over there. And I'm going to be taking a ride out there soon.
Good. Anytime, you let us know.
Thank you.
All right. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, everybody, don't go away because I'm going to be taking your calls for readings. Wait a minute.
Hey everybody, it's Sunny and Char, and I am so excited. I am over the moon to share with you that I have a new book coming out called The Universe is Calling You. And there's an amazing foreword by RuPaul. There's an endorsement by Chris Colfer. It's about understanding your intuition. It's about protecting yourself from negative energies. It's about understanding your essence and your true purpose and your soul's purpose on this earth. You can get it at barnesandnoble.com. You can get it at amazon.com. I would love for you to order the book and let me know what you think of it. Write a review for us if you feel like it. Thanks so much. Hey everybody, it's Sunny and Char, and I just wanted to answer a couple questions. People have been calling the office and texting and emailing. Do I do private sessions? Well, yes, I do. And I love reading for my clients. I do phone, Skype, FaceTime, and in person if we're in the same city. I also teach intuition. So if you have an interest in doing that, or if you're interested in getting your family together and you want a group reading, I do those as well. So just call 248-909-2427, ask for Nicole, and I look forward to reading for you. Thanks.
Okie dokie, we're back, and now I am going to take callers. So who do we have? Kurt.
I have a 949 area code for you from Orange County, California.
A 949 from Orange County. Okay, let's say hi. Do you mind? I don't want to pick up on Joe, so you have to like ixnay Joe.
Okay.
No, Joe, you can watch, but Kurt, can you?
Yeah, I can get rid of him.
I just don't want to pick up on Joe by mistake. Okay.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well, Char. Good to talk to you.
Well, thank you. It's good to talk to you. You have such a nice voice.
Oh, thank you. You're bringing back memories, your conversation with Joe. I used to live in Palm Desert. I was out there for about 8 years.
Oh,
I never went to the integratron, but my friends used to talk about it all the time.
Where are you now?
Now I am up in Seaside, California, and up in Monterey area.
Oh, it's beautiful there, though.
Oh, it is, and it's cool all the time. It's compared to the desert. It was always so hot up there, but here
Right.
it's always nice and cool all the time.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, you never know. You can still maybe one day go to the integratron. I think you would really like it. So would you like me to read for you?
I think so too.
Good.
Oh, I'd love that. Yes, thank you.
Okay, so just be open-minded about everybody, living and deceased, and don't say the name
Okay.
unless I say it first. I'm getting two things. I'm getting somebody with an S or C initial. Do you have family that's an S?
S or C.
And the other thing I was getting was an M.
Oh, okay.
Is there an M?
They both. There was Mary was one that would make sense.
Don't say names. Is Mary your mom? Or
Oh,
your
I'm sorry.
grandma? Is that your mom, your grandma? Who's Mary?
It's my grandfather's wife.
Wife.
We were
Okay,
just
so
she was just coming up in conversations.
So it's like a grandma. Okay. And then is there somebody else that's an A or M?
A or M.
Or just maybe that's just
Could
Mary.
be a.
And the other thing I was getting was a J or G person.
A J or a G.
Yeah. Do you have?
Okay, I'm trying to think.
Is there anybody who's a J? Is there a?
Trying to remember. The thing that was interesting is I've been like looking over the genealogical records, so there's lots of different letters lately. Trying to think which specific would that be.
Do you have somebody around you that's a James or Jim or Joe or John? A John, a J.
The John makes sense, yes.
Who is that?
John was the name of my grandfathers, both of them.
Okay, that's who's around you. Your grandfathers are around you, and then one's here with his mother, his girlfriend, his other wife. And have you had some health issues you're trying to deal with?
Yes, I have.
And are you on anything holistic or natural?
No, not at this time. But I would like to get on something that's more holistic.
Okay. Again, I'm not allowed to give out medical advice, but do they have you on regular medicine now?
They do.
And did you have a scare?
Not so much of a scare. I had a surgery several years back, but.
Okay. All I know is that I'm feeling I'm being guided to, and I'm not allowed to give out medical advice. So if this were me, I would look into doing more supplements or holistic stuff. And also, have you changed your diet?
A little bit, but not completely. I am changing it.
It's really good, and you need to drink more water.
Okay.
Are you drinking water?
I am, as a matter of fact. In fact, I have a big jug of it right next to me, some alkali water.
It's really important, actually, for all of us. And did you have an issue with your leg or your foot or your back?
Oh, not me, but there is someone in my life who does have an issue with their leg right now. And
is that a female?
No.
It's a male. Okay. But he has a problem with his back or his leg?
Leg.
And have you been helping him?
I'm going to be. My sisters have been. I just the physical distance. I'm not near to him right now.
Yeah, I feel like they need to do physical therapy as well with him.
Okay.
Are they planning to do that?
They are. In fact, I think they've started. He may have started just this week on that.
Yeah, and I feel like it can get better. It's just going to be a lot of hard work.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for calling me.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Do you watch me? Just out of curiosity, do you watch CharVision on Facebook or do you watch it on UBN Channel 1 or? How do you watch it?
On Facebook, your name has been coming up several times. I take astrology courses, and Robert
excellent.
Glasscock was mentioning the time he met you years ago, and just saying how remarkable you were, all the information you were able to just read off of him.
Well, please thank Robert for me. Please
I'll do that.
And thank you. And okay, let's go to our next caller. Just so you know, I have you guys, people, if you can't get through to me on a Friday night, I do private sessions, and we have a special going now. So if you call the office and talk to Nicole, you can get a deal on a reading. We're giving a lot of money off. So, you know, during these times, people need help, and not everybody can afford me. So, you know, I'm trying to have a scale for people. So if you go to char.net, char.net, and ask for the special, Nicole will give it to you. It's still, if it's in my newsletter, and I think it's for another week or so. Okay, who do we have?
I have a 361 Corpus Christi, Texas area code for you.
Okay, hi.
Would that be me?
I think that would be you. How are you?
Whoa, okay. I'm fine.
Okay, good. Thank you so much for calling. So just
Well,
be open.
I appreciate it.
Of course. So I'm seeing somebody, just be open about everybody living and deceased. I'm seeing somebody who's an E or F initial, or E or L.
I have a E.
Is that a male or female E?
It would be a female.
Is it spelled E-L or E with an R in it?
No.
Or is there an L in it, or just start, or a D?
There is no.
Pardon?
It's an L.
Is it
L?
Is it E-L?
No, it would be E-M.
Oh, is it Emily? Or
Yes, ma'am.
Amelia?
It is.
Who is Emily?
Emily is my mom, and Emily was her nickname.
Is
Amelia is.
Amelia. Is she
Yes.
deceased then? Your mom's deceased, right?
Yes, she is.
Yeah, and did you kind of think about her so she would come in tonight?
Yes, I did.
Because she's saying she heard you. She heard your thoughts. See, the beauty of all this work is that we're only a thought away from people, and love is the bridge that connects us to the other side. So she wants you to know that she's with you, and she's watching over you. And there's something about, do you look like her as you've aged? Do you look like her?
Probably so.
Yeah.
If I would color my hair, but I let it go gray.
She's saying that you look like her, and that she knows that, you know, of course we all age and we all get older, but she thinks you're beautiful, and she's with who is there, a Joseph or J or G?
There's a J.
A Jim or John?
More like a James, but it would be a middle name.
Jim James. Who is that? Your dad?
Yes, but he went by his first name. James was his middle name.
That's okay. I sometimes get a middle name, like Jim and James to me are the same. So I feel like he's here with your mom as well. And did you have a problem getting around for some reason, or did you use a cane or have a problem getting around?
No.
Or did she use a cane, or did your dad use a cane?
No, neither one.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Did you hurt your foot or your leg?
No. I want to say no, but I have kind of like neuropathy in my feet that give me
In your
problems.
feet. Okay, it's your feet that's the issue. I knew there was something that was bothering you. I feel like there's a way to fix this. Have you talked to anyone about healing this?
I have thought about it, but it's like it comes and goes. And I had a health issue, had some chemo, and they said that it would be nerve damage, but you know.
Right. Well, have you ever thought of acupuncture?
No.
Okay. Again, I'm not allowed to think about medical advice, but I think like that maybe could help you. But I also see if you need to use a cane, or you didn't fall recently, did you?
No, but
Okay.
sometimes I complain about my balance, so
Your
maybe I
balance.
should start.
Okay. So if you feel like you need to use a cane, use a cane. I mean, don't be embarrassed about that. And especially when you get
There
up
you
in the
go.
middle of the night, do you sometimes lose your balance in the middle of the night when you get up to go to the bathroom?
No, not
Okay. All I
not
know,
anything. No.
all I know is what they're saying is that if you have any other issues with this, it's okay to put things up to help you with your balance or walking.
Right.
But it's better to be safe than sorry.
No, and that's true. I understand.
Yeah. And do you know Walter or William?
No. That
Okay.
doesn't.
Or a W? No.
No W.
Or the other thing I was getting was an R or B.
There's an R.
Is that a male?
Yes.
Is it R-O, like a Robert or Richard or Ray?
A Roy.
Roy. Who's that? Your husband?
My brother. No,
Your
my
brother?
brother.
Your brother. Okay.
Mhm.
Is
Yeah.
is your brother deceased?
Yes.
He's with your mom and dad. You know, the truth is we're all going to be meeting together on the other side one day. So you got people loving you, watching over you. Not that you're going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. But when you do,
No. Okay.
when you do, you'll be with them. Thank you so much.
That's good to know.
Yeah, thank you so much for calling.
Thank you. Thank you for taking my call.
Yeah, of course. Take care and stay and use your mask and stay 6 feet away from people.
Yes, personal distance is good.
It's really good. But I feel like whatever you had with the cancer did they put you in remission?
Oh yeah, 10 years now.
Yeah, because I feel like you're okay with that. Okay, God bless you. Be well.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
You too.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, Kurt, let's get somebody else in here. We got time for another person.
I have a Palm Beach, Florida, a 561 area code for you.
561. Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, you need to speak up. I can't really hear you.
Okay, can you hear me better now? Yeah.
Yeah, I can. And I'm seeing somebody that's an A or S initial around you. An A or an S?
A would be my son-in-law.
Is he spelled A-N or A-L?
A-L, yes.
Like, is he Alan or Albert or Alfred or Alex?
Yes. Alan, yeah, they live about 10 minutes from me. Yes.
Yeah, and do they take care of you or keep an eye on you?
Yes, my daughter and my son-in-law.
Yeah,
yes.
and do they get you groceries and help you?
Yeah, whenever I need anything, yes. With this pandemic, they're always wanting to make sure that I'm
I feel
fine.
like they're really nice people and I like him.
Yeah,
I think
he's a
that,
good guy.
and
Good
is he going through a hard time right now?
No, his dad has passed away over 10 years, but he still misses his dad. I know it's still a hard time for him, with missing his dad. Yeah.
Did you say their daughter passed away?
No, his dad. His
Oh,
dad.
his
passed
dad
away
passed
about
away.
10 years
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like like these are people who are, that you can count on.
Oh, yes, for sure, yes.
Yeah, and is there an S or C person or K or C?
No, not that I know of, no.
And the other thing I was getting was an L.
Oh, no.
Is there like there's nobody that's an L, like a Lynn or Lee or middle name Lynn or Lee or Ellen?
No, that I don't.
No, there isn't?
No.
Okay, then I'm
No,
not sure.
no.
One more thing, is there an M?
I have a friend, yes. Yes,
Is that a female M
or
or a male?
I have both. I have a male and female.
Okay, is there one that's spelled M-A? Is there one that's spelled M-A?
Yes.
Is
Martha,
that the
yes.
is that the male?
No, she's a female.
Is she M-A-R?
Yes.
Like
yes.
Mary or Margaret?
Martha.
Martha. And you're friends with her now, right?
Yes. She's a neighbor and she's a friend also, yes.
Yeah, I feel like you can trust her too. And the male, is the male a Mike or a
no.
or
I'm no longer
M-A?
friends with Mike. No.
Is there a Mike around you or an M-A or M-I?
There is a Mike, yes. But we're
Mike?
not really much friends now.
Who?
Just somebody that I know. Yeah, he lives in another state, yeah.
Wait. Did you have a romance with him?
No, we were just friends, but he had some other ideas, which
I think he was in love with you, Mike.
I think he's in love with the idea of being in love. That's what it is.
Yeah, but still, he still has a crush on you. You know, people feel energy of people, even over the phone. And I'm not saying you're supposed to have a romance with him by any means, but I feel like he still thinks about you.
Yeah, he does, but he can be very distant, and he's one of these who come in and then they fly away and then they come back. So
yeah. Well,
but I let him be. Yeah.
You don't always have to be available.
He's a good friend.
Either. Right.
Oh no, he's a good. I consider him a good friend, but he has a lot of psychological problems. I think from growing up and being his mom not having the time with him. So he's still. I mean, he's close to being 60 and still traumatizes him years later. So.
That's sad, but I feel like you help him a lot, and he does have a crush on you.
Oh, yeah, I'm his psychologist a lot of times.
You what?
Yeah, I'm his psychologist a lot of times.
You are his psychologist.
As I say.
Anyway, thank you so much for calling. You're lovely.
Thank you.
You're a healer.
And you be well.
You're healing that, Michael. Take good care of yourself and know that your family's with you.
Okay, take care. Okay, thanks.
Thanks, you too.
Bye-bye.
Okay, everybody.
Bye-bye.
It's so great to talk to you guys. I want to thank Master Joe at the Integratron for being on. I want to thank Kurt, who's my engineer, and I want to thank Nicole in the office for helping me out, and all you guys who watch CharVision. Don't forget, there's a deal going on. Go to char.net or call Nicole at 248-909-2427. You can text her 248-909-2427 if you want to have a private session with me. And we're opening up some times this week. So that's it. And stay 6 feet apart. Even though they're opening up the country, it's still not safe. It's still contagious. The COVID-19 is still contagious. So don't be so lax. Wear your mask. Stay away from people. Let's wait till it's totally gone. Take good care of yourself. And remember, intuition will take you places logic never could. Bye-bye. Be well.